What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Fishing con Velasquez. Today we're going to take a look at all the rods and reels that you see in my videos. Fishing con Velasquez. Alright guys, so if you want to see individual reviews on each one of these rods or reels, just leave a comment down below and I'll make a video reviewing any of the rods that I have or any of the reels that catch your attention. But let's start with my one and only spinning combo. This is a Dobyns Fury medium rod, 7-foot medium. I use it mainly for, as you can see, in this lake there are tons of trees with overhangs, and I like to skip this wacky worm under those overhangs and into the tree trunks. So that's what I use it mainly. I also use it for the drop shot. I also use it for the Ned rig and the Nico rig. And the reel that I have on here is a Shimano Nasci. It's a 2500 size. I have 15-pound braided line with an 8-pound leader. Like I said, it's my only spinning rod, but I use it probably more than any of my other combos. So it comes real handy. As you remember, one of my other videos, my cork handle broke, so I put this Ardent cover right here. It's never failed me. It's worked fantastic. So I do recommend this spinning setup. Really light. Even with this grip handle here, it's still real light. So that is my spinning setup. Next up, we have my cranking setup. It is also a 7-foot Dobyns Fury rod, but this was a casting rod, of course. It is a 7-foot medium heavy, and I use this for square bills, which I believe that's what I have here right now. Yep, a square bill. I use it for lipless crankbaits, and I use it for deep diving crankbaits all the way up to the 6XD. The 6XD is the limit for this rod, but it still works fantastically. This rod, as you can see here, goes from 1/4 of an ounce to an ounce, and it has worked like a dream. It is super light, cork handles, and the reel that I have that paired with is my good old Shimano Curado I. I've had this for like 4 years, never failed me. 6:1 ratio, 12-pound fluorocarbon line, and I have nothing but good things to say about this reel. It has worked fantastic for me. I've put it through many seasons already, in the winter, in the hot summer, in the spring, throwing crankbaits. And I used to use this for my all-around reel before, when I used to fish off the bank a lot, but now it's my cranking reel. I have nothing but recommendations for this reel. My next combo is my jerkbait combo. As you can see here, I do have another Shimano Curado. This was the Shimano Curado 70, much smaller spool, much lighter than the Curado I, but I do have the same exact rod. This is the same exact rod as my cranking rod, 7-foot medium heavy Dobyns Fury, but I use this for my jerkbaits, as you can see there, or sometimes I'll even put a weightless fluke, even a shaky head. This is a very versatile rod. I can pretty much throw anything on it and it will work. So I definitely recommend the Dobyns Fury rods. Super light, not too expensive, and I definitely recommend Shimano. As you can see, that's pretty much all I use. My next combo, it's also Shimano. This is a Shimano Curado rod. It is a 7.2 medium heavy, 1/4 ounce to 3/4 ounce. I use this as my jig rod. As you can see here, check out this jig head by Fat Boy Jigs, and this is a hula grub or a hula craw that was given to me by Fat Boy Jigs that I'm going to be trying out today. I have 20-pound fluorocarbon line on this rod, and check out that reel, the Curado DC. As you can see, I did a Curado DC review earlier that was requested by a subscriber. If you want a clear and honest review on any of these rods or reels, let me know in the comment section and I will do that for you. This is a 7:4 gear ratio, I believe, and like I said, 20-pound fluorocarbon. I throw my Texas rigs on here, but mainly my jigs. Next up is my top water combo, guys. My Shimano Curado K, 7:4 I believe is the gear ratio. I have 50-pound braided line right now. As you can see, I have my buzz bait, but I also throw frogs on here. I throw any top water I throw on this rod. It is a 7.3 mag heavy. It goes from 1/4 of an ounce to 1.5 ounces, and it is again a Dobyns Fury casting rod. very light. I've had this for several years now, no complaints at all. Next is my all-around combo, guys. I use this for anything: Texas rigs, spinner baits, crankbaits, anything that I'm gonna be switching on and off. Usually when I'm out on the lake, I use this rod the most, other than my spinning setup. And this is a Shimano Curado medium heavy rod. It is a 7-foot rod, and as you can see, it is the beautiful and I think the best looking reel out of the market, the Shimano Metanium MGL. This is an 8:5:1 gear ratio, and right now I have the spinner bait. As you can see, the wind just turned up, so I'm going to be throwing this around right now. But I have no complaints about these rods. If you were to ask me which ones do I like better, the Shimano Curado rods or the Dobyns Fury, I have to say the Dobyns Fury. I've been using those for longer and I feel more comfortable with them. But you cannot complain. These are great rods as well. But check out that reel, guys. Super light, far casting. And my last combo, guys, this is my swim bait combo. This is a Dobyns Fury rod again. This is a 7.9 medium heavy swim bait rod. I use it for my A rigs. As you can see, my Huddleston's 6-inch, and any big bait 6-inch and down, I use this rod. Check it out. And the reel that I have on there, it is my Daiwa Zillion, my only non-Shimano reel that I own. I've had this for maybe 4 years. It has a large spool capacity, and that's why I use it for my big baits. 20-pound fluorocarbon line on here. This is probably my reel that is the most beat up because I've used it so many times for different types of fishing, different types of species, but now it serves as my big swim bait and A-rig reel.